Oh, hello, great readers. I'm Bo-chan.
I'm Nimacum.
I'm Van-chan.
In this class, I'll read all of you a part of Ulysses,
S.
L.
Ulysses, James Joyce. Chap 12 sec 16. They believe in Rod, the Scourge Almighty, creator of hell upon earth, and in Jack-Eater, the son of Agong, who was conceived of unholy boasts, born of the fighting navy, suffered under Rumpendism, was scarified, flayed and curried, yelled like bloody hell, the very day he arose again from the bed, stayed into haven, sitteth on his beam until further orders whence he shall come to drudge for her, living and be paid. Right, says Bloom. Isn't discipline the same everywhere? I mean, wouldn't it be the same here if you put force against force? Didn't I tell you? As true as I'm drinking this porter, if he was at his last gaspede, try to downface you that dying was living. Won't put force against force, says the citizen. We have our greater Ireland beyond the sea. They were driven out of house and home in the Black 47. Their mudkipins and their shillings by the roadside were laid low by the battering grim, and the tyrants rubbed its hands and told the white-livered Saxons there would soon be as few Irish in Ireland as redskins in America. Even the ground took scent as his pastures. But the Sassenach tried to starve the nation at home while the land was full of crops that the British hyenas bought and sold in Rio de Janeiro. They drove out the peasants in hordes. 20,000 of them died in the coffin ships. But those that came to the land of the free remember the land of bondage. And they will come again, and with a vengeance. No cravens, the sons of Granuaile, the champions of Kathleen Nihilehan. Perfectly true, says Bloom. But my point was, we are a long time waiting for that day. Citizen, says Ned. Since the poor old woman told us that the French were on the sea and landed at Kalila. Says John Wise. We fought for the royal Stuarts that reneged us against the Williamites, and they betrayed. Remember Limerick and the broken treaty stone? We gave our best blood to France and Spain. The wild geese. Fontenoy. And Sarsfield and O'Donnell. Duke of Tetuan in Spain. And Ulysses Brown of Cummins that was Field Marshal to Maria Theresa. But what did we ever get for it? The French, says the citizen. Set of dancing masters. Do you know what it is? They were never worth a roasted fort, Ireland. Aren't they trying to make an intent cordial now at tea paste in a party with perfidious? Obain? Firebrands of Europe, and they always were. Mickens business Fernays, says Lenehan, nobbling his beer. And as for the Prussians and the Hanoverians, says Joe, haven't we had enough of those sausage-eating bastards on the throne from George the Elector? Down to the German lad and the flatulent old bitch that's dead. Jesus. I had to laugh at the way he came out with that about the old one with the winkers on her, lying drunk in her royal palace every night of God. Old Vict, with her Joram of Mountain-Dew and her coachman carting her up body and bones, to roll into bed and she pulling him by the whiskers and singing him old bits of songs about Erin on the Rhine and come where the booze is cheaper. Well, says Jay. Jay. We have Edward the Peacemaker now. Tell that to a fool, says the citizen. There's a bloody sight more pox than packs about that boy. Edward go fortune. And what do you think, says Joe, of the holy boys, the priests and bishops of Ireland doing up his room in Maynooth in his Satanic Majesty's racing colours and sticking up pictures of all the horses his jockeys rode? The whole of Dublin, more or less. They ought to have stuck up all the women he rode himself, says Little Alf. And says Jay, considerations of space influenced their lordship's decision. Will you try another, citizen? Says Joe. Yes. Thou, says he. I will. You, says Joe. Beholden to you, Joe, says I. May your shadow never grow less. Or beat that those, says Joe. Bloom was tucking and tucking with John Wise, and he quite excited with his Dundukidamut Claret. Mogwan him and his old plummies rilling about. Persecution, says he. All the history of the world is full of it. Perpetuating national hatred among nations. But do you know what a nation means? Says John Wise. Yes, says Bloom. What is it? Says John Wise. A nation? Says Bloom. A nation is the same people living in the same place. By Gart. Anne. Says Ned. Often. If that's so, I'm a nation, for I'm living in the same place for the past 5 years. We're also living in different places, That covers my case, says Joe. What is your nation, if I may ask? Says the citizen. Ireland, says Bloom. To be continued.